How did the US approach the Korean War as a limited war? Have you ever wondered how the United States managed its military involvement in the Korean War? The approach was quite strategic, focusing on limited objectives. The Korean War, which lasted from 1950 to 1953, was a significant conflict during the Cold War. The United States aimed to contain communism, which was seen as a major threat to capitalism. The concept of limited war means fighting for specific goals without escalating the conflict into a larger war. In Korea, the U.S. wanted to stop North Korea from taking over South Korea. However, they were careful not to provoke China or the Soviet Union into a full-scale war. When North Korea invaded South Korea in June 1950, the United States acted quickly. They led a coalition under the United Nations to defend South Korea. This was a direct response to what was viewed as communist aggression. The military strategy employed by the U.S. focused on pushing back North Korean forces and stabilizing the situation. As American troops advanced towards the Chinese border, China intervened, resulting in a stalemate. This cautious approach was a hallmark of the limited war strategy. Politically, the U.S. was wary of escalating the conflict. They feared that a larger war could draw in China or the Soviet Union, which would have serious consequences. This careful consideration was a key part of their strategy throughout the war. Economically, the U.S. provided substantial military and financial assistance to South Korea. This support was essential for ensuring South Korea remained a non-communist state. It was all part of the broader strategy to contain communism in the region. From the communist perspective, the U.S. actions were viewed as an effort to suppress their ideology and maintain capitalist dominance. The intervention was seen as an infringement on South Korea's sovereignty and an attempt to impose American influence. In terms of military tactics, the U.S. utilized air power and strategic bombing to achieve their limited objectives. The focus was on maintaining control without escalating the conflict further. The Korean War also highlighted the importance of international alliances. The U.S. successfully mobilized a coalition of nations to support their efforts, showcasing the significance of collective security in containing communism. In summary, the U.S. approach to the Korean War as a limited war was driven by the desire to contain communism while avoiding a broader conflict. This strategy reflected the larger ideological struggle of the Cold War era, where the stakes were incredibly high for both sides.